I just saw the Backrooms movie. Let's talk about it. I thought that was an effective movie. I like that movie. Not perfect. I think people might have some issues with the ending, but I think it did a really good job of building suspense, even if you're unfamiliar with the concept. I think this was a movie that really anyone can get into, and overall, I thought it was a pretty solid movie. Like I said, I think the last 30 minutes of the movie really are going to make or break it for you. I think some people are going to really like it. Some people might have some nitpicks, but overall, I thought this was an effective movie. I thought it was good filmmaking. It was a good thriller movie. I don't know if I'd call it a horror movie. I mean, it has horror elements, but it's really not super gory or really not too many. It's scary, but it's not like gory where you have to kind of turn your head really not that many times at all. So I think this is a pretty accessible movie, even for people who might not like horror movies. Taking culturally relevant events, especially things from the internet of the last 10 to 15 years, maybe even more recent, I think, and turning that into IP, into movies like this Backrooms movie did, I really think is the future. I think that is going to be, we've seen it kind of, I think Minecraft, in a weird way, is kind of adjacent to this, where, yeah, that's a video game, but also just kind of a culturally relevant piece of kind of like Gen Z of the younger culture, and turning it into a movie and kind of bringing it into the mainstream. Obviously Minecraft is mainstream, but kind of more for the adult audience, I think is really kind of where the movie industry is headed. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make a good movie. Good filmmaking is good filmmaking, and it really comes down to the talent of the director. I can't believe that this kid is only 20 years old making this movie. Obviously, there are things he could have improved on, but the fact that he's so young, I think he's got a really bright future. I think he's going to be in this industry for a long time, because if this is the first movie he made, I mean, this is way better than like a bulk of the movies I've seen recently. So I certainly think he's got a very bright future in the industry. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think, did a really good job in this movie with his dramatic acting and really just kind of the range of emotions he had to do. I think he did a really good job. I don't even want to say he's an underrated actor, because he's been in so many successful movies, and everyone knows him, even if you're a casual movie fan. But I feel like he's still to this day just seen as kind of like that guy, maybe just because people have a hard time pronouncing his name. And I think, he's had main roles, but I still feel like he deserves like a really leading role, and I feel like he should just be, maybe just, I don't know, it's just the way Hollywood goes, but I feel like he should be more of an A-list actor than kind of people think of him as. I personally like the ending of this movie. Without spoiling it, yes, it does kind of leave you without maybe some information, but I think it does kind of, good horror movies kind of keep you thinking at the end, and kind of keep the hamster wheel going of what's going on in the universe, and I think this did a really good job of that, and kind of gives you a path to really use your own imagination in some way. So it's his interpretation, but it also leaves you like 30 to 40% for you to interpret what the universe is on your own. Overall, this was an enjoyable time at the movies, wide range of emotions, and that's really the whole point, as I always say. So I felt scared at times, kind of grossed out at times, intrigued at times, suspense at times. So overall, I thought this was a really effective movie. I enjoyed myself, and I would definitely go see it. So that's my review of Backrooms. I'm going to be doing a spoiler review, but this is just my quick out-of-theater reaction, my out-of-theater thoughts, I should say. Thanks, guys, for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.